Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Falcons are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Bucs, who will need to be sharp on offense. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the home of the Falcons since 1992, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome, just on the outskirts of downtown Atlanta. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in. Store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's an end around. Hilton. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's the offense, and highlighted as a guy who gave himself his own nickname, the Dugginator.
Brandon, you really can't nickname yourself, but if he keeps running at this level, he'll have plenty of good nicknames to choose from.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Okay, Charles, defensive starter time for the Atlanta Falcons.
And let's spotlight Keanu Neal, the safety out of Florida. So big, so athletic. Many thought they might make him an outside linebacker, but I think they're going to use him as a hybrid. Outside linebacker, strong safety, kind of in the Cam Chancellor mode in Seattle.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. They come out here in the eye. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And the cutback. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 64 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes. That'll be taken in the end zone.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Deion Jones able to get in there and drop him behind the line. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. Deep drop. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he cuts it out to the sideline. He got 29 yards that time.
This is going to sound crazy, but that type of a carry, big-time run, actually brings a high and a low to it. The high, of course, is the run. But the low, he didn't quite get to the end zone, just short of the pylon. What do you think he's doing in the huddle right now? Guaranteed he's lobbying for the football.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Jameis on second down. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly had. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's Martin. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Third and short yardage, Winston. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Winston to throw for it on fourth. He's got Evans. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Oh, design run for their wideout. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Second down, Winston. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Third and long for Winston. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aldon Smith in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this one's high, but not very far. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And an alley to run. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So the D-line's going to spread out. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Drops it off for Coleman. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back near his own goal line, Winston. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 58 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A second down throw for Winston. He's got time. He's going to wind up and air it out. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Jameis to throw it. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
Coleman, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing is Bridgewater. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They will run again with Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Here's Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Tiger! Tiger! Let's go! Wide 80!
This is Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks, sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Now Jameis on second down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a...
And he's got it! Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first down throw for Bridgewater. This one caught left side by Cooper. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Second down, Bridgewater. The left side completion to Jones. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Falcons a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
1st down, Bridgewater. Caught by Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Let's go. Blue Tiger. White 90.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, Winston. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. Winston. Complete to Hilton. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
On 3rd down, Winston steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's got Evans. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First down, here's the run with Martin. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Second down following the run.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report.
And, Jameis intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of elite.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons add on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay runs in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down, Winston. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Eight yards still remaining here on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. One receiver left is Hilton, and they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Jameis now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Jameis on second down. That's complete. It's Gordon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Ready, blue lady. 45.
On third down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Ready, blue lady. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Now Winston on fourth down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Ready, blue lady.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Easy, easy, easy. Check, flip.
Winston now to throw on first down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Winston. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Well, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Desperation time. Winston on fourth. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that plus 3.
And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Defense showing blitz. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On second down, Winston again. Gets it to Gordon. A strong running. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
What's ready? Switch.
On third down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Here's Coleman on the toss. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8.
Tagger!
On 3rd down, Bridgewater surveying the field, looking deep in the. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And Winston lost the football. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down.
Let's go now.
Jameis to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Wait. Check. 550, 550. Under 10. Flip it. Check 49.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never... No, that's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The slot man in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Third down, 15 yards still needed.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use. Here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Coleman. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing, Winston. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this looks to probably be the final play. One last shot now for Winston. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIADMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met it from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sun, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as